कं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं कर्कटे पूर्वफाल्गुन्यां तुलसीकाननोद्भवां पाण्ड्ये विश्वाम्भरां गोदां वन्दे श्रीरङ्गनायकीं श्रीविष्णुचित्तकुलनन्दनकल्पवल्ली श्रीरङ्गराज हरिचन्दन योगदृश्यां साक्षात् क्षमा करुणया कमला विनान्यां Godam Ananya Sharanam Sharanam Prapatti. Hare Krishna. Pranams to all the devotees. So today we are going to hear from Andal's Tiruppavai, second Pasuram. नीलातुङ्गस्तनगिरितटी सुक्तमुद्बोध्य कृष्णं पारार्ध्यं संसुतिसरसिरसिद्धमध्यापयन्तीं सुच्चिष्ठायां सृजनिगलितं याबलात् कृत्यवन्ते गोदां तस्यै नमैदमिदं भूयये वास्तु भूयः नवयल புதுவையாண்டாள் அரங்கற்கப்பண்ண திருப்பாவை பல்பதியம் இனிசையால் பாடிக் கொடுத்தாள் நற்பாமாலை பூமாலை கூடிக் கொடுத்தாலே சொல்லு சூடிக் கொடுத்தர் சுடற்கொடியே தொல்பாவை பாரியருணவல்ல வல்பறையால் நாடினி வெங்கடவர்க்கினை விதையன்றி மாற்றம் நாங்கரவா வண்ணமே நல்கு செகண்ட் பாசுரம் ஆஃப் ஆண்டாள்ஸ் திருப்பாவை வையத்து வாழ்வீர்கள் நாவும் நம் பாவைக்கு செய்யும் கிரிசேகள் கேளீரோ பார்க்கடலுள் பையத்து நின்ற பரமனடி பாடி நெய்யுண்ணோம் பாலுண்ணோம் நாட்காலே நீராடி மையட்டுருரோம் மலரெட்டு நாம் புதியோம் செய்யாதன செய்யோம் தீக்குளரை சுன்றோதோம் ஐயவும் பிச்சையும் ஆந்தனையும் கை காட்டி உய்யுமாறெண்ணி உகந்தேலோர் எம்பாவாய். The second Pasaram, Andal, is continuing her introduction to this Dhanurmasa Margasirsha Vrata. In the first Pasuram, she was telling about whom they are going to worship and how they are going to worship the beautiful personality of Krishna residing in Vrindavan. And the second Pasuram, Andal, is telling the do's and the don'ts of this Vrata. So, before we do anything or we go to some place like here at Govardhaniko village, we have don'ts and do's when they enter. No outside food. Please do not play Bollywood movie music. This is a spiritual place. This is not a picnic spot. Like that, different places there are different do's and don'ts. So in this Vrata, it's just not this 30 days which Andal is telling. What is, like, we have many vratas, Purushottama Masa Vrata, Adhika Masa Vrata, and then we performed recently the Kartika Masa Vrata. Why there are different vratas for 30 days? It's because once you perform something for 30 days, on the 31st day, it should be natural to you to get up in the morning or to think about Lord in a natural way, to become more serious and sincere in Krishna consciousness. Anyway, Andal is giving do's and don'ts for the devotees who want to practice Krishna Bhakti. It's just not for these 30 days. So, here beautifully, Andal starts by telling, Vayyattu Valvirgal Navum Nam Pavike. Vayyattu Valvirgal. She is praising this material world. See, many people, recently I came across one person who was telling me, ప్రభుజీ అసలు ఈ ప్రపంచంలోంచి ఎంత తొందరగా బయటపడితే అంత తొందరగా మనం బతికిపోతాం ప్రభుజీ. టెలింగ్ హౌ as soon as possible we just have to get out of this miserable material world. This is one way of looking at this world. If it is giving you inspiration to accept Krishna, but this is not the ultimate desire or ultimate goal of a devotee, that I just should be out of this material world. No. Our goal is Krishna Prema. It is nothing less than Krishna Prema. Andal, here beautifully she says, this beautiful, wonderful material world. Vayyattu Valvirgal Navum Nam Pavike. This world is so beautiful. Srila Prabhupada gave one of his disciples the name Bhavananda. So all the devotees were making fun of him. Oh, what is Ananda in this Bhava? Then they went to Srila Prabhupada and they said, Prabhupada, this Bhavananda name, everybody is telling me what is the happiness in this material world. Prabhupada said, there is greater happiness in this material world which is not there in the spiritual world. That is preaching the glories of Krishna. So this world is so beautiful. Here, the Leelas of the Lord, Lord is constantly performing Leelas in Goloka Vrindavan. But here in the Bhauma Vrindavan, the Leelas are more magnanimous, more beautiful, more attractive because of the background. Just like you go to a jewelry store and the shopkeeper places the jewelry on a black, dark velvet cloth so that you can see the design nicely. In the same way, this world is filled with avidya, andhakara. When Lord comes here and performs these beautiful leelas, it becomes more attractive to all of these people. And here we can experience, here we can serve devotees, here we can nicely, wonderfully hear the glories of the Lord. Bhagavatam, it is said, Bhuvi bhavukaha, it is said. Nigama kalpa taror galitam palam sukamukad amruta dravasamyutam pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha, it is said, Bhuvi bhavuka. That in this world, the, the experience of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, chanting Krishna's names, hearing Krishna's pastimes from our spiritual masters, from Srila Prabhupada's books, from the devotees of Krishna, it is just so nourishing. Vayattu valvirgal navum nam pavaik seyyum kirishegal keliro. Andal is telling, please hear. Andal is inviting all her friends to hear about Krishna. Just like yesterday we saw, hearing about Krishna is the most wonderful activity which we can do in our lives. When Janamejaya Maharaj, you all know this story, is in the line of Pandavas. When Janamejaya, he was told the entire Mahabharata actually, different stories about Dharma, Raja Dharma, and Moksha Dharma, and Laukika Dharma, and everything was explained, entire Mahabharata. And then the narrator asked Janamejaya Maharaja, which part did you like the most, Janamejaya, in this Mahabharata? Did you like the Jnana section? Did you like the Karma section? Did you like the Moksha section? Did you like the Raja Dharma section? Did you like the Niti section? And Janamejaya Maharaj says, actually, honestly speaking, what I liked the most was whenever you would say, Krishna did this for Arjuna, Krishna did this for Draupadi, Krishna did this for Yudhishthir Maharaj. Whenever you would say, Krishna did this, Krishna did that, Krishna would do like this, Krishna went there, Krishna came here. This was the best part of hearing entire Mahabharata. Actually, this is the best part in our lives, is to hear about Krishna. Keliro, please hear, Bhadram Karine Vishunayama. It is said in the Vedas that the ear should be protected because Lord is accessed only through ears. By hearing from our spiritual master, by hearing from our spiritual masters who are wonderfully explaining the glories of the Lord. Keliro, and I is telling, please hear. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. We should have this regular practice of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, hearing from our spiritual master, hearing from Srila Prabhupada, hearing from the devotees of Lord. It should not be a festive lecture. It is not like a festival lecture you hear when there is some festival before Radhashtami, before Krishnashtami in the Damodar Mas. No. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Every day will become a festival if we start hearing about Krishna. வையத்து வாழ்வீர்கள் நாவும் நம் பாவைக்கு செய்யும் கிரிசைகள் கேளீரோ பார்க்கடலுள் பையத்து நின்ற பரமனடி பாடி. Let us all sing about the glories of the Lord. Andal's Tiruppavai glorifies Nama Sankirtanam. In many of the further Pasurams also we see Andal telling about, let us all sing, come together and perform Sankirtana. This is the Yuga Dharma, singing the glories of the Lord, chanting Lord's holy names, hearing Lord's beautiful pastimes. Par kadalul payyattu nindra paramanadi paadi, neyyunnom palunnom natkale niradi. She is saying, interestingly, that we will not drink ghee and we will not drink milk. Some of you may ask, Prabhuji, do we drink ghee or do we eat ghee? How many of you drink ghee? I don't think anybody would drink ghee unless and until somebody is prescribed by an Ayurvedic doctor to drink some amount of ghee every day as a part of a medicine. But generally, we eat ghee on rice, on chapati, on dal, and some devotees on kheer. When we were in Vrindavan recently, we were in one of the Brajvasi's homes and he was putting a lot of ghee on the kheer. He said, this kheer will taste best with the ghee. So, neyyunnom, palunnom, we will not drink ghee, we will not drink milk. So then the devotees are asking that, Are, does Andal not know that we don't drink milk, we don't drink ghee? Why is she saying like this? It seems when Krishna was born and when he started stealing from different gopis' houses, he stole all the butter from all the houses. So there was no chance of making ghee because there was no butter. So all the Brajvasis, including Andal, has never seen ghee because Krishna never left butter. So then she does not know if ghee is in solid form or liquid form, whether they eat ghee or drink ghee, like that the acharyas say so beautifully about the experience of what Andal is going. Andal is called Gopi Vesha Dharaye Namaha. Andal's one of the name is Gopikaye Namaha. She just assumed herself as a gopi. She assumed Srivalli She was not just assuming in an imagination. She was living. She was experiencing so much so that when she would go to the temple and come back, when Vishnu Chitta would talk to Andal, she would smell ghee and butter. She was so much in that gopi mood, in Vrindavan mood, in the Brajavasi mood, worshipping Krishna. So here it is said that Andal is saying, Vayattu Valvirgal Navum Nampavaik Seyum Kirishegal Keliro. Please hear what we are going to do for pleasure of Krishna. Neyunnom Palunnom. He's saying, Neyunnom Palunnom. We will not drink ghee, we will not drink milk. What is not drinking? So, should we stop drinking milk and should we stop eating ghee, Prabhuji, for this 1 month? No. All the prasadams in dhanurmasam, if how many of you have experience of dhanurmasa prasadam in any of the Sri Vaishnava temples, can raise their hands if somebody has gone to the temple in this 1 month of Margali in any of the South Indian temples. Wonderful. You get every day in the morning hot pongal and then shakar pongal and puliyogare and tair sadam, which is curd rice, and then you also get a wonderful kheer. It's called Akkara Vadasal. It is made on the 27th day of Andal's Tiruppavai. So many items, Prabhuji. How will we make pongal without ghee? No, it is not just externally leaving ghee, but there is an internal meaning to it. See, most of our time in the day goes by cooking, eating, and planning what to eat. Every day in the morning we get up, tiffin em cheyali, and idli, dosa, chutney, sambar. And then after breakfast we think, oh, now breakfast is done. What is for lunch today? And then lunch preparation, cooking, and then offering, and then eating. If you eat little bit more, if you overeat, and then you sleep nicely for hours. And then again you feel, oh, it's so cold in the evening. We should make some pakoras maybe. And then evening is there, and then night. What is for dinner? So here Andal is telling something very subtle through telling Neyunno Palunno. She is saying that we should not hanker for opulent foods each and every day. It should not become a routine to overeat. Once it is some festival or some feast is there or something, it is fine. But తెలుగులో హౌ మెనీ ఆఫ్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ తెలుగు? తెలుగులో అంటారు, చిన్న పొట్టకి శ్రీరామ రక్ష. కేవలం పొట్ట కోసం బ్రతకటం. ఓన్లీ లివింగ్ ఫర్ ద సేక్ ఆఫ్ స్టమక్. Andal is saying that a serious spiritual practitioner should be away from the urges of the tongue and belly. Like in Upadeshamrita, our acharyas say, Jivva vegam, udara upastha vegam. Andal is telling one of the first principles to advance in Krishna consciousness is not to let loose our tongue to its temptations always. Vaishnavas, it is said, especially in our Sampradaya, we eat our way back home, back to Godhead. But it is said that we should make wonderful prasad and feed people, feed and make them devotees. And it is okay for us to accept wonderful prasad, but it should not be, we should not be attached. We should not be hankering. We should not be planning so much for our food each and every day, because that wastes lots and lots of time. So here Andal is telling, let us not focus about food. Let us focus about Krishna. For them, Krishna is so important. They are not worrying about their desires. They are not worrying about, oh, that we have to eat nice food. They are so much into how we can feed Krishna wonderful prasad. And then, Nayunnom palunnom natkale niradi. She's saying early in the morning, natkale niradi. We will take bath. So these are, Andal is proposing discipline in life. That you control your eating. Yuktahara viharasya, which Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita. There should be discipline, there should be regulation. Getting up early in the morning. Just yesterday on the Govardhan Eco Village Instagram page, our Ayurvedic doctor was telling this, that if the Ayurveda says that if you want to protect your lifespan, you should get up early in the morning. Brahma Muhurte Uttistha. He was quoting a Ayurvedic phrase in which it is said that to protect the Ayusha, you have to get up early in the morning. So Andal is telling that we will regulate our lives. We have to. One person just today in our Telugu Japa class, I was telling, one person was telling me on YouTube that we want Krishna Bhakti, but don't tell me any rules. That will not happen. With Krishna Bhakti, you have to follow certain rules. Once I met one of the famous singers from the Telugu movie industry, and she was telling me that, Prabhuji, I will, we have, so we both were speaking and somebody was offering something to her. She said no. Then I asked, why don't you take this? He said, no, Prabhuji, I don't drink any coolings, and I don't drink anything which is too sweet, and I don't eat any fried foods, and I don't eat ice creams. And she told a big list of things which she does not eat. And then she was saying, for me, Prabhu, my throat is most important. For me, my career is most important. My singing is most important. These temptations will come and go. I just have to tolerate it if I have to be successful. If I have to have my voice forever, she was telling. So to achieve anything, we need regulation. We need tapasya. People do tapasya for getting everything in life except Krishna. When it comes to bhakti, they do not want to follow any tapasya. So here Andal is telling, bhakti is not tapasya. Bhakti is susukam kartum avyayam. Definitely, that you will understand when you start doing some regulation in life, that this is real ananda. That's why Srila Prabhupada says, regulative principles of freedom. Follow the regulative principles. Srila Prabhupada, such a beautiful way of coining the four regulative principles. Regulative principles of freedom, Srila Prabhupada said. So here Andal is telling, Neyunnam palunnam not kale niradi. Early in the morning we will take bath. Mayyattarunom malarettanamuriyom. We will not put any kajal. And I is telling that we will not put any kajal, nor we will put flowers on our head. You know why she is telling like this? Because she heard a story from her father that one day a gopi, she did not put uh, what do you call కాటుక అంటారు కదా తెలుగులో. ఇంగ్లీష్లో ఏమంటారో తెలీదు. హిందీలో అయితే కాజల్ అంటారు. షీ డి నాట్ పుట్ హర్ కాజల్, కాటుక. సో కృష్ణ సెడ్, అరే యూ లుక్ సో బ్యూటిఫుల్ విత్ ద కాజల్, వై డోంట్ యూ పుట్? అండ్ కృష్ణ పర్సనలీ కేమ్ అండ్ అప్లైడ్ kajal to that gopi's eyes. So Goda Devi is telling Krishna, oh, we are not going to put any kajal from today. So that Krishna will come to them and say, oh, you're not looking very beautiful. I will apply and make you beautiful. She wants Krishna as fast as possible. So he's saying, we will not put kajal and we will not put flowers, because Krishna loves when gopis decorate their hair with flowers. Krishna personally brooms Radharani's hair in near Kusum Sarovar. We just recently went to this beautiful temple of Ban Vihari, where Krishna is personally grooming Srimati Radharani's hair, and he is decorating Srimati Radharani. And Srimati Radharani, holding a mirror in the hand, is looking at Krishna. So this beautiful temple of Radha Ban Vihari at Kusum Sarovar. So Krishna loves to see his devotees decorated, loves to see his devotees beautiful. We should be conscious. We should look like gentlemen, gentlewomen. We should be well dressed, but we should not spend hours and hours of time like some people do in this world, unfortunately, just to impress others. But a devotee, whatever he does, if he is putting tilak, if he is putting kanti, if he is wearing dhoti kurta, if he is wearing sari, if he is tying his shikaf, everything would be that when I go and stand in front of Krishna, I should be a beautiful offering to Krishna. It is not that you just wear dhoti however you want and put tilak however you want and just go run for the Mangalarti. No, it's not like that. We should be presentable because we are standing before Krishna. And we want Krishna to accept us. Does he see external beauty? He is not concerned about external beauty. But a, as a person desiring to be offered to Krishna, we should be conscious. But here Andal is telling, we will not decorate ourselves. He's saying internally the meaning of these two things is that Andal is telling that don't be too much engrossed in self beauty, in self decoration. Oh, how am I looking? Am I presentable or not? Like just recently, one person was telling me, Prabhu, these days people judge based on what company, what brand clothes are you wearing, and what brand chappal do you have, and which phone are you using, which watch do you have. And then when they judge and when they see, oh, he's compatible to me, and only then he will accept. But Krishna is not like that. Kubjayam kimunama rupamadikam etat sunamo dhanam vamshakko vidurasya yadavapate rugrasya kim kavarusham bhaktya tushtati nahi gunair bhakti priyo madhavah. Krishna is just concerned about our devotion, and devotee is never concerned about his own desires, in his own self-interests. A devotee is always and only concerned about how can I please Krishna. So that's why Andal is telling these three things they are forgetting. They are forgetting their um, like a desire, or not their, but our desire to eat nicely, to sleep more, in especially in winters. It would be so nice if we can have a nice cozy kambal and sleeping nicely with the cap on and socks on. It would be so nice. But still, not kale niradi, giving up our laziness, giving up the vega of the tongue. giving up the mentality to portray ourselves beautiful rather than serving the all beautiful Lord Krishna. So all this self-interest will go when we start serving Krishna. That is what Andal is telling in these Pasurams. நெய்யுண்ணோம் பாலுண்ணோம் நாட்காலே நீராடி மையற்றிடுறோம் மலரெத்தனாம் புரியோம் செய்யாதன செய்யோம் திக்குலரை சொன்றோதோம். Here she is saying that we will only do whatever elders have done. Shastras, they might have prescribed many things. Like we see people doing that, parihara, this prayaschitta, this puja, that homa and everything. But we won't do that because our acharyas, whatever our Vaishnava acharyas have prescribed to us, whatever our Purvacharyas have done, whatever Srila Prabhupada has said, whatever our spiritual master has ordered us to do, we will do that much. Even though some things are mentioned in the scriptures, but we will not touch them, we will not follow them. Just because our acharyas have not prescribed it. Whatever our acharyas have told, we will do. Whatever our acharyas have not told, we will not go there. We will not touch them. We will not perform those activities. Sayyadana sayyom is telling whatever has been practiced by our elders, whatever has been told by our elders, we will do that. Whatever is being practiced in our sampradaya, that we will do. Sayyadana sayyom tikkularai chinrodom Ayavum pichayum andanayum kaikati. And the next part, she says that we will not talk unnecessary things. Gossip, criticism. What is gossip? Whatever is irrelevant to us, whatever is not needed for us, or whatever we cannot make any change, that is all gossip. Useless waste of time. So we should focus on what is important for us, what we can do, how I can do my sadhana nicely, how I can do my service nicely, how I can please my spiritual master nicely, how can I do Srila Prabhupada's book distribution marathon is going on now. How can I do some service to Srila Prabhupada? How can I nicely read Bhagavad Gita and understand Gita? How can I hear Srimad Bhagavatam? How can I become more and more sincere and deep in my study and in my practice of Krishna consciousness? These are the things which we should worry about and talk about and discuss about, rather than what's happening in their house, what's happening with this devotee, what's happening in that temple. That is not needed. If you are an authority and if you are like in our organization GBC, then you can do it. But we are nothing like that. So we just have to worry about our own Krishna consciousness. Speak whatever will nourish the devotees. Hear whatever will nourish your faith in Krishna consciousness. No gossip at all. Gossip steals away the propensity to serve Krishna. Gossip steals away all the good qualities a devotee has. So here Andal is saying, one of the worst habits is to gossip and to entertain gossip. So it should not be done with everybody. We should not go and keep telling everyone, oh, this happened. Some people have this habit, a very bad habit, to going to everybody and telling, oh, do you know this happened like that? Do you know this happened like that? It should not be there. If you want to share your heart, you just tell to one or two, that's all, who can help you understand the situation more, or who can relieve your heart. Sometimes we have this urge maybe to tell something which you are feeling, which is troubling you. So go and tell to some person who can understand it. Not that you go everywhere and tell everybody, oh, this is happening, this is happening. It is not a good habit at all. And I is telling that we should restrain from any other topic which is not about Krishna consciousness, which is not nourishing in the devotees association. நெய்யுண்ணோம் பாலுண்ணோம் நாட்காலே நீராடி மையத்திடுறோம் மலரெத்தனாம்பிடியோம் செய்யாதன செய்யோம் திக்குலரை சென்றோதோம் ஐயவும் பிச்சையும் ஆந்தனையும் கை காட்டி. Then the last thing she says is, we will serve, we will give donations to the sannyasis and the devotees who are preaching Krishna consciousness, who are preaching Krishna bhakti. And it is not that you it is not that the donation is not that the dhana which you are doing, entire world knows except the person whom you are helping. So the fund has not reached him, but entire world knows that we are doing this seva. That is not good. In తెలుగు అర్థమైన వాళ్ళకి తెలుస్తుంది. ఒక చేత్తో ఇచ్చిన దానం రెండో చేతికి కూడా తెలియకూడదు అని చెప్తారు. I'll translate. I don't know how it will come up, but if we are donating with one hand, the other hand also should not get to know that you have donated. That is what they say. So I feel very strange when we go to some temples or some satsang bhavans where we are invited for the lectures, and we see on every chair the name is written, on every fan half of the fans are not working. That's why the name is visible, right? If it is the fan is working, then nothing would be visible. But every fan, every panka, the names are written. And I recently went to one temple in Hyderabad, and then on the chain, on the watch, on the chair, everywhere the donor's name was written. Krishna is the one who gave us money. He need not know. Actually, maybe sometimes we may say that we have done this to seek blessings of devotees. It should not be with pride that, oh, I have done this. We are nothing. That is what Andal is teaching us. We are just servants of Lord. We are just not only servants of Lord, servants of the Lord. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Gopi Bhatru Padakamalayho Dasa 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 Dasanudasa. That is our position. So Andal is constantly reminding, Andal is helping us to understand our position, that we are servants of servants by giving us these wonderful instructions through very small pasurams, in a very wonderful way, in a very simple way. On the top, it seems like she's talking to her friends. She's now, after few pasurams, she's going to wake her friends who have not joined her party yet. On the top of Tiruppavai, if you see, it goes like a beautiful story. And then you understand some things which you have to apply in day-to-day life. And then if you go more deeper, you understand Andal's teachings to apply to the heart, which will make our heart the most beautiful offering at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. So in essence, in the second Pasuram of Tiruppavai, Andal is glorifying the Leela Vibhuti, as it's called, this material world where Lord performs beautiful Leelas. She's inviting all her friends. You are all her friends. We are all her friends. She is inviting all her friends to come and hear about Krishna, to sing the glories of the Lord, and to follow certain rules. Externally, she is telling rules, but internal meaning is that we have to restrain from Jibha Vegam, Udara Upastha Vegam. And we have to be sense control, disciplined, restraining ourselves from useless gossip, serving the devotees, donating our, you can say wealth, or you can say our energy, time for their service. So these two pasurams, the first and the second pasurams, are the introduction to the Tiruppavai, which Andal herself is giving. And from tomorrow, the third pasuram, we actually enter the beautiful shlokas of Tiruppavai. So see you all tomorrow again. Hare Krishna. Jagadguru Srila Prabhu Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhakta Brinda Ki Jai. Andal Divya Tiruvadikale Sharanam. Hare Krishna.